I'm still not able to wrap my head around the concept that people can identify as anything.
Most of the I identify myself as a banana, I identify myself as a rabbit are all which doesn't come under LGBTQ. It was a narrative set by the American right-wingers just to mock people who are identifying as gay, who are identifying as transgenders.
There are women who are ready to go to work while the husband is taking care of the house. So when they split the responsibility, I'll go to work, you take care of the house. Like if I was in the house, I'll take care of the house, right? So you are in the house, you take care of everything. Women are ready to do that. But if you say, I'm broke, I'm not going to go to work, I'm going to stay at home, and I'm also not going to take care of the house. I'm just going to stay at home like a couch. No woman will marry you, bro. Let's say if I'm a man and I get thoughts like, I feel like a woman, or I want to do things like this, I want to be like a woman. If I get those thoughts, I will go see a therapist or a psychiatrist.
That's patriarchy, sexism, misogyny, all combined.
They show men working in the mines and some difficult jobs. They'll be like, if you open the comment section, they'll be like, where are the feminists? I want to see the feminists.
They denied women from entering into the occupation field. Personally, I severely condemn the people falling for the trap of societal beauty standards in the name of empowerment.
Wars should not be happening.
Yeah.
Right. Wars should not be happening. Like if there is a pit hole, people should stay away from the pit hole. You should not bring more people into the pit hole. Okay. So war should not be happening. Men should not be fighting. Don't invite more women to fight. There should be no fight. There should be no war.
Don't vote for dictatorship.
I hate any time when people quote Hitler and try to teach some good trait. They'll be like, Hitler had very good communication skills. Hitler had good leadership skills. If a person is a bad example, you should only use him as a bad example.
You see that crap, that's a very vibrant color.
They don't have a reasonable justification. But the justification they give will always compare that woman to an object. If you ask them, you give me a justification without comparing the woman to object, there won't be any justification.
They need to understand that being called as a simp is better than being called as a misogynist.
Only we know how a male look is or how a male perspective is. What is the male perspective?
He's just exposing every guy. You are spending a lot on freebies and welfare schemes in the name of education and all. What is the use? The use will reflect 20 years later.
A woman is supposed to be in the house. A woman is supposed to serve husband. Only one husband, and she will dedicate her entire life to serve for you. Where's the sandwich? Where's the coffee? All of this. But he was doing OnlyFans management for sex workers.
Yeah.
Do you guys even understand from whom you are taking advice?
You either have to choose corruption or corruption plus communal violence. Make your choice.
While we are talking about all these changes that we have to do, all this progress that we are making, you also pointed out that if there is a minority people or if there is a transgender, we're going to stand with the transgender. We're going to stand with the victim. So that is actually bringing me to this next topic that I wanted to discuss, which is LGBTQ community. Because I don't have an opinion about LGBTQ community at all at this point, because I don't think I can. I'm still not able to wrap my head around the concept that people can identify as anything. I'm still trying to learn it. I'm still trying to understand that thing. So I haven't formed an opinion on it. But when I see, there are a lot of narratives going on, right? So one side, when you look at doctors and all, they say there are only two genders. There's male, there's female. So biologically speaking, we all know that that's how it is. You're a male. Biologically, you're either a male or a female. On the other hand, when we come to transgenders or anything else that is happening, we see a lot of social media posts, right? So how do we understand what LGBTQ or transforming gender is?
There are two things, sex and gender. There are two sex, but there are several genders. We don't need to go into all of that. We don't need to understand the whole point of LGBTQ. The L stands for this, G stands for this. I have to memorize it. I have to understand this. We don't have to go through all this. We just need to understand that no person has the right or authority to hate or discriminate an individual or a community just based on their sex or gender or sexual orientation. We just need to get into the head this is pretty much enough. This serves the purpose. So yeah, we don't need to go through everything, because most of the I identify myself as a banana, I identify myself as a rabbit are all which doesn't come under LGBTQ. It was a narrative set by the American right wingers just to mock people who are identifying as gay, who are identifying as transgenders. So they picked that nail from America and search the hammer for it. I am going to discriminate this set of people because of these reasons. They need some reason to hate them, because we have our just like we have our internalized casteism, we have internalized homophobia, we have internalized transphobia, and that's fine. We need the maturity to understand that we have it. I cannot be like, even if I am speaking for the LGBTQ rights, I don't know, but if I talk with or converse with an LGBTQ person, I might find some internalized queer phobia inside me. So it's not an issue. We need to ready to unlearn and relearn about the things. So don't fall for the American right wingers narrative that people are like this, so I'm going to hate them. You are just searching for reasons to hate them. When people ask why do you bother, what right do you have from saying that they shouldn't exist, why are you peeking onto their bedroom, they don't really have an answer. So they are searching for reasons and trying to convince others and themselves and living in a delusion that these people are bad people. So these people are culture killers. We have to be safe from them. These people are attackers. These people are sexual harassers. What I don't understand is, when a heterosexual person can keep it in the pants when being around a heterosexual individual, why are they assuming it cannot be done by the homosexual person? Or are they really trying to say that I cannot keep it in my pants, even I am like that? So these people are the several reels and several narratives are saying that when if me and cameraman are friends for a couple of years, the minute the cameraman came to know that I belong to the LGBTQ community, the cameraman runs. So like 2 years he didn't have a problem, but the moment he realizes, like it's like the gravity of the Tom and Jerry, like they don't fall until they look like like if I was an attacker, if I were an attacker, I would have attacked you years ago. But they are just searching for reasons to hate people.
Okay, so I've also seen one other question coming up in this, where people say, I'm not going to hate any LGBTQ members. I don't have any hatred towards them. It's their choice. Let them do whatever they want. But people say that they're worried about their own kids. Like when my kid is a teenager, my kid is in her 20s or he's in his 20s, when he or she looks at what is happening, I don't want my kid to get confused and fall for this thing. So that is something that they say. I don't have hate, but I'm also worried that my kid will get confused.
Yeah, by that logic, homosexual people would have changed years ago by the 99% of heterosexual characters in the cinema. We are raised by seeing heterosexuals cinemas. We are raised by heterosexuals. We live among heterosexuals. But if queer people cannot understand that okay, these people are different, so I must be different. No, people are at the end of the day, people will be what they are. So this thought of having that what if my kids gets confused and all, or they are really worried that their kids might become homosexual or a transgender. It's the internalized queer phobia one was talking about. If they it's again the internalized thought that we have. People, they don't want to become like them. But in previous generations, people, it's common only. So we have to concentrate more on the young generation, because in 20s to 30s people will understand that this thing. I'm hoping that they'll understand. We cannot convince the 50 or 60 year olds. They'll have the constant threat.
Yeah.
Even if just like they have the constant threat that what if my kid gets married to another caste or another religion. Just like this is just another fear.
Okay. And one more thing also comes up during this conversation, which is people say, if I am a man, let's say if I'm a man and I get thoughts like I feel like a woman, or I want to do things like this, I want to be like a woman, if I get those thoughts, I will go see a therapist or a psychiatrist. So they're saying that, I've seen this people saying that people who identify themselves as homosexuals, they have this thought coming up inside them that they feel like someone else, and instead of going to a psychiatrist and getting it fixed, they're actually going along with it and changing their lives.
That's patriarchy, sexism, and misogyny all combined. Because society expects a man to be masculine and women to be feminine. When that gets changed, the conservatives really gets threatened. Like, oh my god, what is happening? A man's being feminine and people are okay with it, so we must not let this happen. So that's the kalachara kavalargal. These people are setting that narrative. So the people might get scared to those bullies and abusers and go back to the societal standards. That was the goal. Sadly, it's not happening now.
Okay.
Which is happy.
Yeah. Okay. I also saw some reel where that some American podcast, they said the same thing. They're not worried about men changing their gender. They are worried about men being and acting like a woman. They have problem with the gender itself, like the women gender itself. They feel that it is so low, and a man is transforming to that. They're questioning him like, aren't you ashamed to be like a woman? Just to continue the conversation, coming to feminism, what is your idea of feminism? Like, what is feminism?
Feminism, when you ask a man about feminism, he'll always say, I don't believe in feminism, I believe in equality. Oh, like when equality is saying men and women are equal, feminism is saying a woman is not any less than a man. So basically both are same. First understand that. Feminism, I see feminism as a woman making her own choice. Be it you want to stay at home, you want to work, you want to make money, you don't want to make money, you want to wear traditional clothes, you want to wear modern clothes, or you want to cook, you don't want to cook. Be it any decision, the woman must be making the decision instead of listening to men or society or patriarchy. I believe that's feminism.
Okay. So when we talk about this, right, there is this whole bunch of people who come like, எல்லாரும் எப்படி எவ்வளோ ஆர்வமாக கேட்டுருக்காங்க இந்த டாபிக் மட்டும். They're very eager to know.
கத்தி மேலே நடக்கிற மாதிரியான டாபிக்.
They're all interested now. So there is this whole thing that comes. One is that when you say a woman has to make her own choices, whether she wants to stay at home, she wants to go to work, whatever it is, it's her choice. On the other side, all these men are like, then my choice is also to be at home. I will also be at home. You also be at home. Let's both of us be at home. Okay, that is one thing.
அந்த இடத்துல வந்து they are lacking responsibility இல்ல. One has to go to work, or either both has to go to work and both has to take care of the home. If both of them are saying that it's my choice and I will not take the responsibility, you are not being progressive, you are just being irresponsible. So that will not work. You have to collectively, you have to provide for the family. Let's take a heterosexual couple, for example, a man and a woman. If it's cool that if one of us, if one of them wants to stay at home and one of them wants to work. It's also cool if both of them wants to work and both of them share the chores at home. What's problematic is both of them staying at home. Like 0-0-0 na.
No, as one more thing to that, I've seen people saying that, oh, you women will all talk feminism and all, but you will never marry a broke man. If you call yourself a feminist, will you marry a broke man? Is something that I've seen people commenting. But like, look, there are choices, like a man will work. Sometimes the man will work and the women will take care of the household. They split the responsibilities. There are women who are ready to go to work while the husband is taking care of the house. So when they split the responsibility, I'll go to work, you take care of the house. Like if I was in the house, I'll take care of the house, right? So you are in the house, you take care of everything. Women are ready to do that. But if you say, I'm broke, I'm not going to go to work, I'm going to stay at home, and I'm also not going to take care of the house. I'm just going to stay at home like a couch. No woman will marry you, bro.
100%. I can watch for it.
And there's one other thing coming on the comments that I see, where are the feminists when they talk about war? And when they talk about these ocean videos and all will be there, no, they'll be showing men working on the ocean videos. They show men working in the mines and some difficult jobs. They'll be like, if you open the comment section, they'll be like, where are the feminists? I want to see the feminists. Where are you? Come now, come to the war with us.
Yeah, that's because jobs were done mostly by men because they denied women from entering into the occupation field. Now, when women enters, they'll obviously pick what's comfortable for them. So, it's like it's like saying when a person with an professional degree comes into work, why are you not going to the filing section? Why are you directly coming into the manager seat? Like if he has a professional degree, he'll obviously choose what's comfortable for him or her or what's suitable for them. Similarly, suitable person with suitable professional degree will work for a suitable job which is comfortable for them. You cannot question them.
Yeah. Okay. And also, people who comment saying that where are the feminists, come to the war with us. I always smile at that, like laugh at that comment, because wars should not be happening.
Yeah.
Right. Wars should not be happening. Like if there is a pit hole, people should stay away from the pit hole. You should not bring more people into the pit hole. Okay. So war should not be happening. Men should not be fighting. Don't invite more women to fight. There should be no fight. There should be no war.
But they see that as a status courageous symbol because we have been to wars. We have won so many wars. And when I won the war, I'll have my wife at my home cooking for me. She'll be ready with me. Yeah. That's the dream of a man. So they'll romanticize war. They'll even romanticize dictatorship. Even Adolf Hitler will be thinking like, yeah, my wife would be so impressed with my dictatorship skills. Like, yeah. That's dictatorship. That's authoritative. So, yeah.
I've even seen, when you just said Adolf Hitler, it just came to my mind. I've even seen people picking some traits from Hitler and glorifying it.
Yeah.
I've always hated it. Growing up, in schools, I don't know if you have all seen that video. In a book, it was a book fair video. So a vlogger was going to the book fair, this Tamil book fair that was happening now.
Okay.
So a vlogger, Nandanamla. So a vlogger, it was from a few years ago. A vlogger was going there and he was asking everyone what book you bought. So there was this one girl, I think she was a school girl. So he's asking her what book you bought. She said, I bought Hitler's autobiography. And he said, why do you want to read Hitler's autobiography? She says, he's a very big leader. He's a great leader. He's a very big leader. He has ruled very well. That's why I'm trying to read his autobiography.
Few decades from now, people from that generation will learn about a white bearded guy like that. The same scenario will repeat. Wait and watch.
my god, I hate that. I hate any time when people quote Hitler and try to teach some good trait. They'll be like, Hitler had very good communication skills. Hitler had good leadership skills. If a person is a bad example, you should only use him as a bad example.
You see that crap, that's a very vibrant color. It's like saying that.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. So what is like there is this stigma around men being feminists, right? If a man is being a feminist, it is considered like a weak thing. Like, why are you supporting your women? Why are you... There are too many things, right? Yeah. If a man supports a woman, he's either called Pondati Dasan. If he listens to his girlfriend, there's this whole stupid thing happening. And recently this one movie came out, no? Lover. People misunderstood the whole plot of the movie.
The director was crying in an interview. What you guys...
They were trying to portray how traumatic it is to be in a toxic relationship with a man. But they've turned the whole point and say, bro, that girl was only toxic, no? Nalla vela நம்ம பையன் தப்பிச்சிட்டான். கடைசில he became very successful and கெத்தா போய் அந்த பொண்ணு முன்னாடி கிறுக்க பசங்களா. So
yeah, there are a few stigmas around male feminists. Couple of them were first thing being men not speaking up feminism even if they know that it's the right thing to do. They are too afraid of the trolls and abuses he might face from his own male community. The minute he says that, hey, she's right only, no, the others try to corner him and attack him, saying that, hey, why are you supporting that girl? That's just to trigger his male ego. Every person has a male ego. Every man has a male ego inside him. When you hit the right spot, I call it the M spot. If you hit the M spot, the male ego gets triggered and the misogynist comes out. So that might delay the person from becoming a progressive person or a rationalist. So the people target at those. They'll call him as simp. Like you said, Pondati Dasan. They need to understand that being called as a simp is better than being called as a misogynist. You need to inject this thought into every teenager's boy's head. You don't, son, you don't care that if people call you a simp, don't be a misogynist. Don't be a sexist. Don't be a racist. This is what parents should teach them. Second of all, when men gets to know about feminism and while saying, yeah, she is right, he immediately gets a few attention, like heavy backlashes from men, but one or two are from women.
Yeah.
They'll get so impressed by it and okay, I'm going to do this, and will take front seat and target and like they'll comment on women on what they should do and what not they should do in a very progressive way. It's like it's a progressive boomer. He's doing the exact same thing,
but under the name of
name of feminism. Like, hey, if the women said, hey, no, I'm thinking like I'm going to, hey, you shut up. This is the feminist thing to do. This is the progressive thing to do. You must go. I'm not comfortable with going to work. I want to stay at home. No. I'm saying you should go. You should go to work. You don't have to. You should not sit at home. You have to provide. Like, this is the feminist thing to do. Like, Dave, take a bad sit. So I'll usually say that my videos will not be supporting feminism. Men should act as only as a secondary support for what women are saying. When the voices of women are not heard right and they are not heard enough, the man has to step in and convince the misogynists and patriarchy that the woman is right. Not control and convince the women. When he's like, when the woman is saying something, obviously men won't understand. She's a feminist, she's a woman, so she'll obviously say things which is suitable for her, which is biased towards her. But when a man speaks up, they'll start to think, why this guy is losing his privilege and ready to do such a thing. So there must be some point in it. That's why I am saying that all the oppressors must talk. If the oppressors come and spoke, the fellow oppressors might listen. If Dalit keeps stressing about casteism, upper caste will not understand. But if upper caste people question their own casteism in their own community, they'll think that, okay, why is this person speaking against us? So there must be something. So that's why I don't I don't support women. I question and make understand the men into what patriarchy is, what misogyny is, what the societal standards are, what is sexism and all.
And there's one more thing that happens where I also saw one reel you shared yesterday where the person was saying there is no Tamil songs which talks about women's abilities or brain or anything. All Tamil songs that talk about women, it either talks about how she looks or her body or how desirable she is or she's like a delicate flower and all of that. There is no song that goes beyond that and talks about women's abilities or brain or independence or courage in a manner. And but when it comes to men, it's always like it is never about his looks. It is always about how brave he is and Veeran, Suran, all of that. And this involves too many things into the conversation, where one among the thing is boyfriends or husbands considering women as their property. They say things like you're not supposed to wear this, you're not supposed to talk like this, you're not supposed to talk to these people. There was one video, I don't know if you've seen, there was this one video where randomly in the streets they were interviewing and this person was like, why should your girlfriend not wear revealing clothes? And that guy will be like, bro, it's for her safety only, bro, it's for it, I am protecting her, bro, adu namma porul, bro. You would have said porul avdinu in the interview. So
because in media women are always stereotyped as eye candy. They'll always hire people who are fair, people who are according to the beauty standards, societal beauty standards, and that's pretty much it. So when that happens, every male and society's expectations is to make everyone look like that. If I say Katrina Kaif is perfect and I set a standard that Katrina Kaif's beauty and body structure is the perfect body, the society gets accustomed to it and wants every other person to be and look like Katrina Kaif. That's the problem. And regarding your statement about that guy, that's purely objectification. Namma porul தங்கத்தை வீட்டில் தான் வச்சுக்கணும். You would have seen such videos.
I've seen, because anytime you go ask anyone like, why should a woman not be allowed to work, or why should a woman not be allowed to wear certain clothes, they don't have a reasonable justification. But the justification they give will always compare that woman to an object. If you ask them, you give me a justification without comparing the woman to object, there won't be any justification. But they'll be like, women is like a flower, women is like gold,
lollipop with the cover.
All the justifications are like this. They'll be like, if you buy a car, will you let anyone else touch the car? Will you let anyone else drive the car? I'm like, bro, don't compare your girl to a car or Tanga Katti or anything. You give me a justification without comparing her to anything. There won't be any justification.
That's a person. This is a property. People need to, like the apples and oranges, bro. Why are you so you're so confusing a property with a person? Both are two different things.
Right. And you've seen this movie, no? And the padam perna Pradeep and Nikita antu varuvangle.
Love Today.
Love Today. You've seen that movie, no? Love Today. So when that movie came, there was this thing where people were supporting this guy, saying that whatever he said was right only, because you were not supposed to talk to your ex and all, you're not supposed to lie and all of that. Okay. But no one talked about what the guy did, where he got photos from the women, he was constantly stalking other women and all of that. And finally, somehow they cooked up a stupid scenario and they closed the movie. Okay. Uh, I really want to put this, I really want to have a male perspective on it. Okay. When we talk about women wearing anything that they like, or going anywhere they like, or talking to anyone they like, they'll be like, you're supposed to be true to your boyfriend. You should listen to your boyfriend, whatever he says. And you should not wear clothes, like revealing clothes and all. You're only supposed to show it to your male, is something that comes up. And when you ask, when you talk against it, these men will constantly come and say that only we know how a male look is, or how a male perspective is. What is the male perspective?
He's just exposing every guy. He's in order to understand this, people must lose the thought of seeing women as objects, or to be more specific, sex objects. When they target the breasts and bottoms of the women, you need to first stop looking at them. Only then you can expect every other person to do so. But if you look, you try to keep on look like that way, obviously you have to first set a narrative that it's wrong. So when start with yourself, you first lose the male gaze, and everyone will continue to do so.
So if a guy says that I know how male gaze is, it means he is also doing that male gaze.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
This is what I wanted to padivu pannify very well. If someone around you says that don't wear this outfit because I know how a man will look at you, it means he is also looking at others like that. That's why
he's just exposing himself.
He's just exposing himself. Very nice. Okay. And there's this whole narrative called alpha male, and you're supposed to be big and brave, and you should have like wife cooking for you, waiting for you at the house, taking care of the children and all of that. What is?
They're either insecure incels or 13-year-old boys who are in constant fear that they might never get the chance to be dominant. So they get really insecure, they get nervous, and they want the status quo to be maintained. So why are you changing everything, bro? Like when my father and all had those privileges, no, my mother used to cook, my mother used to not even see other men, my mother used to be the perfect woman, but now I am. You are saying that I cannot expect these things, no, bro. What, bro? This and all. So that's typically a 13-year-old guy crying.
They just want a chance to be dominant.
Yeah.
Why?
Because men are dominant. Men, it's injected in our genes. our blood, our heartbeats doesn't go like lapad up and all. It's dominant.
And when Andrew Tate suddenly started taking over the internet, I saw so many people obsessing over his views, right? I'm like, bro, have you seen his talks about women? A woman is supposed to be in the house. A woman is supposed to serve husband. Only one husband, and she will dedicate her entire life to serve for you. Where's the sandwich? Where's the coffee? All of this. But he was doing OnlyFans management for sex workers.
Yeah.
Do you guys even understand from whom you are taking advice?
He just says that I am in control, bro. Andrew Tate, even if I'm going totally practically against what I'm preaching, I'm in control. So that's a win for men. And the 13-year-old will like, wow, super. Correct only, no. Yeah. His target audience are 13 to 17-year-olds. If an adult likes and enjoys the words of Andrew Tate, he's just mentally 13 to 17-year-old. That's all.
And there's also this other thing that is going on, which I'm very concerned about, is the beauty standards that you just mentioned when we were talking. I've talked about it a lot in my profile in Nia Nana, all of that. But when I talk about it, it's not focused on not asking people to. I'm not asking anyone to don't do makeup or don't do skincare or don't enhance yourself, but don't fall for this trap of having a perfect standard or trying to change yourself to be in that standard. I feel like what this alpha male industry is doing to men, I think that same beauty industry is doing to women. They
Exactly.
I don't know, they somehow try to shrink the woman to just the way she looks.
Yeah. Personally, I severely condemn the people falling for the trap of societal beauty standards in the name of empowerment. But
Oh, yes, please.
but I can express my dissent over it. I can say that if Neethika, uh, why do you have to go through a surgery? You're perfect the way you are. This is all just a corporate scam. Don't fall for it. My role ends there. If Neethika says, screw you, I'm gonna do this, you are no one to stop me. I don't have the authority to stop you.
Yeah.
People need to understand the like while understanding this scam and while understanding this societal beauty standards trap in the name of empowerment, as much as this is necessary, people also want to know where they stand. They have to draw the line perfect. They don't have the authority to take control over someone's body.
Right, correct. Exactly. When I say that also, when I talk about it also, people say that it's my personal choice. So when they say that, I can't say anything beyond that. Like, yeah, okay, I've said what I want to say. It's your choice. But at the same time, like you said, I think that's the point. You just brought it up. I don't condemn skincare or beauty, makeup or anything, but I'm severely against it when it is bought under empowerment.
Yeah.
When people say it's empowering, no, what is empowering? Trying to change who you are to fit into a role that a corporate or a society has formed is empowering? No, that's what we're actually trying to break. It has been there for years and years. We're trying to break it right now. That's empowerment, but you're actually putting yourself into the trap again and calling it empowerment. And that is one of the biggest strategy that this industry has done to bring you back into that circle.
Yeah, the beauty industry has brainwashed you and convinced the victims that they are not enough, they are inferior. But I'm giving you a solution. In order to fit into the society beauty standards, use my product. And people fall for that.
Exactly. So they target the victims who have certain insecurities and inferiority, and they're giving a solution which is again making them a victim only.
Yeah.
It is not empowering in any way.
In fairness cream ads will be if you use this cream, you'll be fair and you'll get a partner. Okay, that was sexist and that was regressive and that's racist primarily, but I can understand the logic behind it. It's wrong. I severely condemn it, but I can understand the logic behind it. When fairness cream ads started making ads like if you use our product, you'll score 100 out of 100 marks or you'll get into a job interview. What are they trying to convey? Okay, if in job interviews you are getting selected just because you are fair, what kind of message are you are portraying in the name of product or in the name of marketing? So that again leads to exploitation of women in the work industry.
Right, correct. You take any product, right? Any women related product, fairness creams, foundation, or they'll say you don't have to, this is what they'll say, you don't have to use a lighter foundation to look bright. Okay, we are inclusive, we are representing everyone, so we are giving you your skin tone foundation. Okay. They will do this for all the products that they're giving out. And but this is the same message that they're conveying. You wear it, you change, or like you put out, you represent yourself in that product, you will get, like you said, you will get a partner, or you will be bold. As soon as you wear this, you will be bold. You will be able to go speak in front of people. You will feel like a celebrity, all of that. So, my problem has never been the product. My problem has never been you using the product. My problem will always be them saying that if you use this product, you will no longer be a victim. If you use this product, you will no longer be inferior. That has always been my problem. And one other problem is people who fall for that standard, they do that and they don't realize that they're still being a victim.
Yeah. If a person denies me before using such product and accepts me after using such product just because I've changed my appearance, that person will never stay.
Yeah.
In my hard times, or when I get old, or when I lose my hair, or when I get wrinkles and all. They are just postponing the heartbreak for a little long.
Yeah.
That's what I will say.
Yeah.
This person who is staying for your beauty standards will leave once your beauty standards does not match the society. I don't want to say you lose your beauty. When your beauty standards does not match the societal beauty standards, you are just postponing it. You are not winning it.
Yeah.
You are just postponing your heartbreak a day, a month, or even a year.
Yeah, correct.
By falling for the victim, for the corporate monsters and their marketing strategies.
Correct. And it applies for every other scenario as well, right? Like if you get a job because of your appearance, you're going to go out of context in a few years when something else comes up and you don't fit into that thing, or someone better looking than you comes and you lose the job. So that's why all people in the media industry, people who do cinemas, they keep trying. They do so much to keep their appearance up to the mark. Even 40 or 45-year-old actresses, they try so hard to look young. They try so hard to keep their skin without wrinkles, and they take so much surgeries because their whole work and their the bread and butter depends on their appearance. So anywhere you go, if you depend on your appearance, you change your appearance to get something, like you said, you're just postponing that end. It's just going a little longer, but it's going to end at some point.
Yeah.
Okay. And coming to the last topic that I wanted to just understand, it's more like for my understanding, I would say, how do you choose the right party to vote?
Don't vote for dictatorship.
What is dictatorship? Because, see, people think that if someone comes and says, when we say dictatorship, we think about Hitler, right? So, if people think that if it is that intense, it's dictatorship. Otherwise, it's not. But dictatorship could happen in a much subtler ways also. So, what kind of dictatorship are you talking about?
Yeah. We are in, what Hitler did was the extremism of dictatorship. We are in stage 1 of dictatorship. Collecting people and organizing them just to spread hatred against a minority community and make them believe and convince and brainwash and manipulate them into thinking that those minority religious people are the ones that who are fundamentally acting against you. They'll snatch your freedom. So setting a narrative on a communal basis is what Hitler did.
Right. So the first stage of, you're saying we are in the first stage of dictatorship. Where you don't directly see leaders talking about it in a much straightforward way, but they're brainwashing people to act against a minority group.
Yeah. First, they'll set the narrative that we are proud. Like Dhruv Rathi said it, he said that they'll first make you believe that we are superior. Our community is such a great community that we have done this and this. They have they are the biggest credit stealers. They take anything and everything what other community people did also and just put our label in it. Yeah, this was done by us. Even a recent videos about the Brahman Sangam leader saying that சந்திரா மண்டலம் கருப்பாக இருக்கும்னு அப்போவே நம்ம வேதங்களில் இருக்குது அப்படின்ட்டு. ஸோ only these guys are discovering that moon is black and all. So labeling the sticker, then they'll set a narrative that that our community is in danger.
Oh yeah, I see that happening a lot.
எப்படி 80% of a community is in danger in while the leader and the protector and the like what else, the hero of the 80% community is in leadership. They are saying that they are in threat, they are in danger. It doesn't make sense. If 10 years a party has ruled over and still your community is in threat, I don't know what the so-called party did for your community. And most of them think that BJP is their religion. No, if the other communities also have Hindu representatives, but they primarily work for Hinduism and they organize the Hindus against Muslims into setting into a narrative that they are the ones who are trying to snatch away your jobs, snatch away your Mangal Sutras. They are your enemies. This is a constant narrative the BJP is setting.
That's like the first step, which is partitioning people and making them go against each other.
Because my imperfections, my I've not done this, I've only done this much, I've done only bare minimum, this and all will vanish just because if they have the thought that no matter what I have to support this party only because they are standing up for me and my community. If we not let this party win, the minorities will come and snatch me, they'll rob me. So I know they have not developed a lot and all. I know I'm staying the same. I know the prices are up. I know they are so imperfect. But I have to do this in order to save my community, or else the minorities will kill me. This is the average Sanghi's mentality.
Okay. And also I think one another step of it is never letting people get literate, get educated, because I've not seen anything. I don't know, in Tamil Nadu growing up we have seen so many things like education policies coming up. If I just look back at my life, no, I had no idea about politics, but I was able to see so many things happening. The parties have done things like schools, lunch schemes, cycles, laptops, TV, fridge the mixie, grinder and all. So, and the importance for education has always been there. We have seen it in Tamil Nadu. But I don't see that happening now in the last few years.
Because when there is a narrative against freebies, or they call it as freebies, I call it as welfare schemes, saying that this is the reason why we are poor, or why we are the way we are. We are being so low because of getting the welfare schemes from the government. But it's called Urimai Togai and not Udavi Togai for a reason. It's our right. Because actually you as a citizen are entitled to it, get it. Similarly, as you said, the parties in Tamil Nadu have contributed towards education a lot. Whatever hurdles they are facing against from getting education, they are clearing those barriers.
Yeah.
Because once we had a time that people used to leave their kids in school just because they had a midday meal scheme. And then people in rural areas find it difficult to travel to the schools. So they've provided a free bus pass, they've provided a cycle, and in order to, everything is free for them. In government schools, the school's fees is free, school bags are free, school books are free, the uniform is free, shoes are free, everything is free. நீங்கள் படித்தா மட்டும் போதும். It's the Dravidian ideology that has been followed for so many years. Okay, you are கொட்டுறீங்கப்பா நீங்கள், you are spending a lot on freebies and welfare schemes in the name of education and all. What is the use? The use will reflect 20 years later, because even if the social progress index of our social progress index is very, very good when compared to other states, because when Dalits and women of our state gets empowered and gets into places, the whole state develops. So when a person who couldn't ever imagined of getting into school gets access, he'll definitely finish a school, because up to 12th everything is free. You have to just study. And you'll have schemes like first graduate schemes. Even every community is entitled for it, including the upper caste. If you are first graduate, you are eligible for the Tamil Nadu first graduate scheme. So bringing everything to work, like to make them study. And if they complete their studies and work even if they get a menial job, over a period of time they'll become taxpayers. From not ever from a person who could have never contributed to the government, 20 years later he gets a chance to contribute to the government. Now apply this on a mass level. Apply this to crores and crores of people every year. So when one circle completes, the government will get a very fair amount of returns. It's investment, it's not freebies. When government invests in people on studies and schools and colleges, it's about return of investment only. So when Aditya could have never gone to school, but you gave a chance and gave everything to make me go to school, I don't have to contribute now. You're giving me that exception also. When I am eligible to contribute to the government, you have to give a small portion. And it's a win-win situation. The government is happy, and individual is also happy. So this system has to be incorporated in every other states.
Okay. So the important thing is to look at the ideology. And so the important thing is to look at the ideology of the party.
The party must not discriminate anyone on the basis of gender or caste or religion. And if any bias is shown, that bias should be for the oppressed, standing against the oppression, not against the oppressors.
Okay. So when we talk about this, there is one other thing that people come up with, which is corruption. Right? So corruption is wrong. We're not saying it is right, but people will be like, now let's take this scenario. There are parties, there is corruption, there is ideological flaw also. Both are wrong, but we have to choose one which is going to cause less damage.
Yes.
Which one do we lean on?
In electoral politics, we can criticize everyone. Everybody has the right to criticize every government and every political party, even if you support that political party. That's not at all an issue. But when on electoral politics, you have to guide the apoliticals and make them understand that which is the lesser evil party. You have to choose the lesser evil. Corruption is institutionalized. I'm not glorifying it, I'm not justifying it. It has been institutionalized for several years. Clearing corruption and demolishing it is not a one-day job or a one-party job or a one-tenure job. So You either have to choose corruption or corruption plus communal violence. Make your choice.
Okay, got it. Okay, thank you so much for all the great information that you've shared. I think it was a great conversation. I also believe you have provided a lot of value to people. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.